Hi there, it's Karen here. Welcome back to my channel, and today we're working once more in Roxy's weekly challenge. It's week 21 and we're continuing to work with our little notebooks that I made the cover last time, and now I'm going to put some pages in. So I'll just start choosing those right away, and I'll talk through them as I bring them in, and we'll tear them and put them into the book, or we'll just see how they fit. And I will have to tear most of them down anyway. I'm still loving the cover. I really like how that's turned out. And I'm going to start with some pages, some digital papers. This is Roxy's or Rachel's latest botanical kit. I think it's number 6. Don't know if I'll use all of it, but I think it's really gorgeous, so I think I will probably use quite a bit of it. So I've just got to choose which bits to tear off, really, because obviously we have to tear them down to fit into the book. So I'm just going to tear it down to about there. Or fold it down, should I say, to there, and then tear. And then we'll just keep adding pages until we've got enough. I'm going to follow the same method, I suppose, that Rachel did, in that she used a mixture of digitals and some of her painted papers. I've actually printed off some papers from my art journal, which I don't know if I've ever used before. I thought I might see if I can get those in. I may not. I've got quite a few of them. I won't use them all, but let's see. I'll use that one. I'm going to have to tear that down as well. So I'll just use the other one as my template. They should all end up roughly in the right place. It'd be helpful if I was to fold it straight though, wouldn't it? Okay. They are all backed with a variety of more neutral papers. Let's see if I can just tear it like that. That's that one. What have I got here? Not sure about this one at the moment. Don't know. I do like this. I love these colours. Let's just move that up there. Similar colours to this one, but I just love those colours. So I'm going to use this piece. Will I lose my bird? I'm going to lose my bird, aren't I? Or should I tear it that way? Yeah, maybe I should do it that way. And then tear it. So I'll lose some of this beautiful paper, but I don't really want to tear the bird off. So let's do it that way. Okay, that's 3. Now we are doing 3 signatures, and I think she ended up with 5 papers in each, which is plenty, I think. So I've got 3 of these. Have I got any more that I want to use? I have got 3 more possibilities. So maybe 1, or I might use this. This is actually some William Morris that this is from Shabba Dabba Doodah. I just thought the colours went really well with this kit, as you can see, look. So I think I might use that, and 1 more. So then I'll have 3 digitals. I might use that, or 6 digitals, so 2 for each signature. That would work quite nicely. So let's just tear these down, because I really love these papers, so I want to use them. I have pulled out a whole load of paper, far more than I'm going to need. Sometimes you just have to give yourself choices, don't you? Right, let's tear that piece off. And that's that one. And that one I've done, haven't I? Yes, that's my template, or one of them. And I'm going to, doesn't really matter where I tear this. Yeah, this one is back, so that's all right. This is one where I think my printer ink was running out, so the colour it's gone a bit funny at the end. But I didn't want to throw it away because it was just such a lovely paper, lovely design. So I thought I'll just keep it. And I think, well, actually, why not use it? It works quite well in something like this, which is meant to be a bit scrappy and possibly a bit messy, although I'm not very good at messy. Right, tear this piece off. And this final one, isn't that lovely? So I'm just going to tear that one up from the bottom. Or should I say from the top? Yeah. Like so, maybe I'll leave this one as a pocket. No, it's up the other way, isn't it? That doesn't work if you've got, I don't want the pocket at the top. That would make no sense. So that's got to come off. Right, so that's 6 pages from the digitals. Then I've got these papers, and I think I'll try and just choose 3, one for each signature from my, these are just some that I scanned from my art journal. And I don't know which one I want to use. I like that. This one, I don't know, it's gone a little bit funny here. So I'm not sure about that one. Put that aside. Oh yeah, I do like this one. And I quite like that one too. And that's got a very obvious place to fold it for a tuck, hasn't it? So that's maybe an option. Oh, and I do like this one as well. Let's see, I'll just take those ones out. Just putting some papers to the side if I'm not using them. Try and keep my desk a bit clear. Making loads of scraps as well as I go, aren't I? Right, so I'd like to use this one. And these two, I won't use that one. There we are. So, let's cut this down. Okay. Just going to try and measure it against one of these. Get the height propped. What's going on with him? Sounds like that. That car doesn't sound very healthy, does it? Right. Okay, let's turn that up. Okay, that's that one. And this one, from the bottom or the top? I think I might go from the bottom. Does that look? This not? Yeah, I think I will. I quite like all this at the top here, so I'm going to take it from the bottom. It's quite nice to use these. I've really not had an opportunity to use these that I've scanned from my art journal. And then again, I'm going to take it from the top of this one. Right, so that's that. Now we have a few other bits and pieces. I got this piece that's a jelly print. I thought it might just about work because I could use this for the fold. I just need to make it fit on the page. So I'm going to tear it off a little bit here. A lot of my jelly prints were just on half of a sheet of copy paper, so they're just not long enough, but this was a slightly bigger piece because it was on a piece of packaging. So I thought I might just put this in as a page by itself. And, sorry, where's the book? Measure it against the book. I'll just take a bit off at the bottom as well. Take that off. Okay, so I like that. It's a bit scrappy there, and then I can fold it, and that makes a nice page that can be extended. So yeah, I can use that. Got some book page here. A couple of pieces of, this is book page I got from Rachel. Really thick quality. I'm just going to tear that down a little bit. Just do them one at a time. Try and be a bit methodical. I'm just going to take this down here. Get rid of this bit. And yep, make a bit here. How does that look? Yep, that'll do. I can fold that. I'll do the folding in a minute. So I'm trying to do everything in threes. So we've got 3 of these. I had 6 of these, didn't I? So 3, that's 1. I might put that aside for now. I've got a piece of music, which just needs tearing to size. Could I make that a pocket? I could, couldn't I? So I might just leave it like that. And do I want another piece of, so I'm thinking one for each signature, so I think I'll use this, which I'm thinking that this would be quite good to fold up and glue to kind of reinforce it maybe, or maybe just tear it off. What should I do? No, I think I'll tear it off. And tear that off as well. It feels reasonably strong. No, I'll just do that. Okay, and the other side. It's a bit of a raggedy tear, but that's okay. So I've got 3 book pages. Then I have got some straw paper. I'm not sure whether I need it. Quite fancied using some, but at the moment I think I've got 5 pages of my signature. So I don't really want my signatures to be huge, do I? Maybe some of these other papers that I've pulled out are not really going to be suitable. Otherwise I might use, maybe what I'll do is I'll use a couple of these. No, I'm not going to use that one. I'm going to use, this is one of my food dye coloured paper, food dye coloured paper. So I can use one of those, one of the straw papers, and then that could be the third one. So that one I've already done. straw paper doesn't need trimming, so I need to just trim this bit down. Now that could be a pocket, couldn't it? Quite a big pocket actually. Maybe I'll just tear that. No, what I'll do is I'll tear that in. Tear it in. Fold it in to reinforce it as the top of the pocket. Sorry, you can't see what I'm doing. I'm just folding that. I think I'm going to glue that. And then I'll make that a pocket like that. That's what I think I'll do. I really need. Let's just take this off. What's all happening today? What is it about Sunday afternoons that people think it's a good idea to roar up the street? I don't know. A lovely, quiet, sunny Sunday afternoon, and they have to go roaring up the street on their noisy vehicles. I don't know whether that was a car or a motorbike, but yeah. First phrase that usually comes to mind is boys and their toys. Could be wrong. Could be a man with his midlife crisis, couldn't it? Okay, so that's that one. So how are we doing? So there's 3 for this. I think I've got 5 pages for each signature now, and I had brought in a whole bunch. I sat choosing a whole load of book pages, book plates, but I don't think I'm going to use them. So I've got this, but it would look a bit odd on the sideways. And so I had these, which are book plates, which I don't think I'm going to get a chance to use. And yes, I use them as an extension. And I have this beautiful stained glass window book. And some of these are all images of stained glass windows, and some of them are just beautiful. So I quite fancied using 1 or 2 of these. Maybe I'll use 1 or 2 of these stained glass. I do like these, I must admit. So maybe I'll just do 1 more page for each signature. Go rogue and do 6 instead of 5. Because I never know quite when to stop, do I? So just going to cut that down. It's called making life hard for yourself. But I just felt like some of these colours go quite well with all the rest. So there's that one. Love the colours on this. You'd never think this was a stained glass window, would you? It's lovely. And it can go up there. Just fold it up just a touch more, I think. One, and then I have this one. I'm just thinking. That make nice pockets like that. I quite like that. I think I might just turn that in. same as I did with the other one, and just glue it down a bit. No, I think I won't glue it. I'm going to tear it off because it's quite thick, this paper. It doesn't really need a lot of reinforcement. I'm just going to tear that off because it's a bit jaggedy and it's bigger than I need. I think I'll make it a pocket just because I think the paper is just really pretty on the other side. How are we doing? We've just been sent some really lovely pictures from the girls because they've taken part of Alyssa's birthday present from Hannah and George was to go and see Frozen in the West End. We've been sent some pictures of some very excited faces. It was hard to tell whether Hannah was the more excited than Alyssa because it's something I think she was just as keen to go and see it. But yeah, Alyssa looks like she's ready to burst with excitement from the pictures I've seen. She's never been to anything like that. She's never been to the West End and seen a show. She's not been old enough before. So this is going to be a real special thing for her. Wonderful memory. Not sure I've made that look any better, but never mind. Okay. Let's start doing some folding. So, I think what I'll do, it's hard to know quite where to fold it from, but I think it should be okay there. Then I think I'll just cut that. I'm going to cut this piece off. Right, so that goes there. Yep, and then maybe I'll do that going in. So we now folded all the papers. Now I've got to make them into signatures. So I'm going to just do the same as she did. Split them into 3 piles. So 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, 6. I think I've got a lot of these going the same way, it doesn't matter. And then these ones can go with that one. This can go with this one. She can go with this one. Book page. I've got a little visitor in here with me, buzzing around. It's that kind of day. And that one. No. Put that with that. That with that. Nope. And then we've got that one, and this one. Okay. Now we need to put them together. So if this is going to be the first signature, we need to decide what do we want to see when we open the book. That's just exactly what Rachel did, and I think that makes it a great deal of sense. You don't want it to be clashy, especially as my interior cover is quite colourful. So which way round does that go? That's going to go, so it's going to be like that. That could work. Not that one. Not that one. Oops. So that would be that one. Not quite. That one. That's also a possibility. I love that, but it's the wrong colour, doesn't quite work there for me. Right, so maybe that shouldn't be the first signature. To be honest, I think that's probably the best colour to go that way. Let's see what else we've got. So that's one signature. Let's have a look at this one. Just see which one has got the page that I think will go best at the opening of the book. No. Actually, that's not bad. Not that. So we have that. We have that. Now that might be rather nice as an opening. Yeah, I think I like that. Okay, this is going to be signature number 1. So just check the size. That should be all right. So I'll go like that. Then we'll have that, and then we'll have that. That. We'll go with that. And then we'll have this be the middle. Should I make that the middle? No. I don't think I want that one in this one because I didn't really want two with a pocket in the same signature. So, no, that one comes with that one. I think this was the, yeah, this was the one, wasn't it? That goes with this. Yes, 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 yes. Like that and like that. Okay. That's that one. Signature one. And then that goes like that. What we're going to have on the front of this signature, I think we're going to have this. And that goes like that. That's got a pocket as well. Have I got any with a pocket in this signature? Otherwise I'll do a bit of a swap. I don't have any with a pocket in here, which I don't, so I think I might swap that for this. Yep. Goes like that. And hang on, I've lost track of how many papers I've got. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Where was the other one to go in here? Not that. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. What am I missing? I've got book page, I've got straw paper, I've got that one, I've got that one, so I haven't got a Rachel digital, or a digital. No, how many digitals did I have in each one? I've got 2 digitals, haven't I, in each one? Yes. Oh, here they are. They're underneath. Okay. Let's pop one of these in here. No, in this one. And then this one. And this ends up being in the middle. It's a bit boring in the middle, isn't it? What shall I have in the middle? Maybe that one would be better in the middle. Like that. Yep, we'll do that. Swap those over so that they alternately arrange. I think we're there with that one. It's a bit of a slow process this, isn't it? But we're getting there. Right, so third signature. Do we have that as the front? No. We have that as the front of that signature. Then we have the music. And then we'll have this. And have that like that. We'll have that like that. And we'll have that like that. And that's that signature. Wow. Well, I like how those all look together. Really like these. This is fun. It's so different. So different to anything I've done before. That's what's so clever about working with these, doing these challenges. What's so much fun about them. It's just making something really different that you would never have thought of doing before. And it's really fun. And I get to use, I'm using things that I've never used before, like my own little digital versions of my art journal, which nothing that I've done before they would fit in, but I think it all goes quite well together, all these different papers. And right, so I have about a quarter of an hour left, so I might just about be able to sew these in. I hope I haven't made these. I may have to cut them down if these are going to be too fat now for my book. I'm not sure I've left myself a big enough spine for all of this. Let me see. It's not too bad. But once we've added all the extra papers, I think I'm going to have to do a bit of culling. I'm going to have to take some out. It's going to be too fat once we add all the extensions. Right, what can I take one out of each signature, I think. Okay, I can live without this one. So that then gives me, which I think is probably the sensible number, that gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, let's go down to 5, it makes sense. And then 1, 2. Okay, I'm going to take this one out. Oh, no, I'm not. Oh, that was upside down. That wasn't a good idea. No, I can't take that one out. That's too beautiful. Okay, I'll take out the book page out of this one. So I'll take a different one out of each one. So there's that. And that. In there. And then what can I take out of here? I like these. So I will take this one, I think, or this one. Oh, I do like that though. I want it like that. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Decision made. So yeah, I've taken a different one out of each signature, which makes sense then, doesn't it? It's another little signature all by itself. Okay. Now, the other thing I want to have a look at is whether I need to trim any of these. I have a feeling I do. Yeah, almost all of them in fact. think we'll get a chance to sew one of these in maybe. I might get to sew one in and then do the rest off camera. And we'll have to do the extending pieces next week. That's not bad. I might be able to trim a few more off once it's sewn in, but I think that's what I'm going to do. Right, I'm just going to get my sewing in bits together and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've done myself a bit of a template here. It's wider than the actual spine, but it's the same height. So to get the middle, I folded it in half. I'm hoping this will work. And then I folded it in half to get the middle the other way and up again. I haven't measured that bit just to get the... So I know where the holes need to be vertically. I've just got to get 2 more lines so that I can then centre this and just poke my holes. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing, but I'm just going to measure out from the middle. I think I might do it in centimetres because I can do that in smaller increments then. Maybe 1 centimetre will be enough either side of the middle line. So 1 centimetre each side. That should give me... That should fit within the confines of the spine then, shouldn't it? That's the theory. 1 centimetre each side. On that side. On that side. And then I'll draw a line and join them all up and we'll see where we go. We'll start poking some holes. So there, one there. Quite sure how well aligned these are, but we'll see. That bottom one wasn't quite right. I'll do my middle line, and I'll just cross these over just so I can really see where I'm going to be poking the hole. Whoops, not that one, that wavy line. Right, what I need to work out is where the middle of the spine is, and then I'll be okay. Maybe I just need to cut my paper to fit. That might make sense. How big is the spine? I think I made it. How big did I make it? Can I remember? I can't remember. It's hard to see. It looks about 1 inch and a bit. So we'll just... Oh well, I think we'll just wing it, shall we? And find where it feel where it is. That's about right. So I'm just going to try. I wonder if I can do it in my book cradle. That might help me to find the central point, mightn't it? I'll put that in there. Like that. Line this up so it's right in the middle. That's about where it should be. Let's give it a go. Where's my awl? It's going to go right through the middle there. So rather than measuring it up from the bottom and the top, I measure out from the middle to make sure it's evenly spaced. Okay. Have I got holes? I think so. Just going to make them a bit bigger. See the bottom one? I can't see the one at the top. I'll just write T on the top of this just to make sure I get them in the right way around each time. And know me, I'll just put it in upside down anyway, because you know what I'm like. Mrs. Upside Down. Just going to see where the other hole should be. if I can spot it, because it's disappeared amongst the flowers. That's there. So that should be there. How's it look on the other side? Yep, okay. So I have my central holes. Now I need to do the two either side. Sure, this is not the best way to be doing it, but maybe I'll just clip it into place so it doesn't move. I don't want them not lined up. I know what I'm going to do. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to poke the holes and mark through with my pencil, I think, and then I can make sure they're lined up as I do them. Put the holes in the paper and put a little pencil mark through the paper onto the fabric. And hopefully then, is this sharp enough, this pencil? It's probably okay. So that one is already there. So let's just do a nice little pencil mark there and there. Does that feel about right? Yeah. And then lining up my hole at the bottom, do a pencil mark either side of that. They seem to be showing nicely at least. And then I'll do the same at the top. Make sure it's lined up, that's it. And then I can just do a pencil mark there, pencil mark there. How's that look? Okay, yep. I can see my pencil marks, so I can now punch my holes. One, re-punch that one. Ooh, it's a little higher. Where's that one? Okay. And bottom 3. Okay, we have 3 holes. This is all a little bit Heath Robinson, but hopefully it'll work. Now I've got my first signature. Actually, I want to do them in reverse order, don't I? That seems to be the general way of doing things. So of course I've got them the wrong way round. These are the ones I need to pin into place. Not sure about this in the middle really. Should I swap it? I'm going to try swapping it because I'm not sure I like this piece in the middle. I'll put that there, then that, and that could go. Can I go like that? So, yeah, that could go like that. I think that's a bit better, I think. Like that. Okay, let's repin. Constant adjustments being made until I'm happy. There's my bit of paper. That's the top. Is that the top? Hang on. Have I got that the right way round? Yes, I have. It's okay. It's all good. So the template is at the top. Now I've lost my awl. There it is. Right. Just that up a fraction. Make sure we're in the centre. Poke holes. And away we go. Threaded my needle with some wax thread. I haven't done this for a while, but I don't think it should be too hard. These aren't very thick signatures, but it is a very blunt needle, so sometimes it takes a bit of pushing through the holes. I might just make the holes a bit bigger, because the needle's quite fat. It's a tapestry needle, and apparently if you use a flat-ended needle it's less likely to split your thread, but it also makes it a very fat needle. Okay, down the middle. Oh, yep, don't really just want to sew it to itself, do I? I've got to actually put it through the through the spine. I nearly forgot about adding it to the book, didn't I? So go down the middle. Right, so I've repoked my holes, made them a bit bigger, so I should be okay to sew this signature in. And then the other two I'll just do off camera in between. And we'll come back and work a bit more on these papers next time. Because she did make it a three-parter, although I think she got further in her two parts than I have. But that's how it goes. So I'm not the speediest crafter in the world. So let's just see what I'm doing. Come through the right hole. Back through here. Always looks so much easier when other people do it. I just feel like I'm resetting the balance and making it. Of course I've just come through the middle. I'm going to have to start again. Where did my other end go? Where did it go? Yeah, start again. Yep. I'm redressing the balance and making it look much more difficult than it needs to be, whereas most people you see doing this make it look a lot easier than it really is. I never find it easy, but it isn't. I get it done. I'm just sometimes takes me a moment longer to do. I don't imagine I'm the only person that struggles with this a little bit. But it's not the first time you see me struggling doing this, so I'm just going to keep at it. In theory, I should get better eventually. And it really isn't hard. It's just a bit fiddly. There we are, getting there. Just pull the threads. I've just got my string here, pulling it tight. Back through the middle, the final little hurdle. Be careful not to go through the thread. Oh, I'm doing it with my right hand. That's never going to work, is it? Let's try and get it. Okay. through the hole, back through the paper. I'm sure I'm not quite as cack-handed as I look when I'm on screen. When I do it off screen, I usually manage to get into a better rhythm, in theory. There we are. I think I'm through. Yes, I am. And I don't think I've caught the thread, which is good. Okay, make sure we don't leave that there, do I? Okay. Are we tight on the back? I think we are. Do our little tie. Okay. And we're in. Signature number 1, sewn in. So hopefully the right way up. Yeah, I think so. More or less straight as well. Yeah. Let's just get the bone folder to give it a little bit of a flatten out. Okay. And there we have it. One signature. One whole signature sewn in. Not thrown in. It was a bit thrown in, wasn't it? Alright, so that's it for today. I'll get the other 2 sewn in. And we'll come back next week and we'll put some extension pages on. So that will be fun too. So thank you for joining me. Hope it hasn't gone on too long. Obviously there will be some editing to be done and hopefully I'll get it to a reasonable length again. Thank you for joining me, if I haven't said that already, which I think I did. Bye for now.